portrait. There is a truth in every tale, and all the days that came before us are as the wind upon our sails.
There is a forest in every father as he stands amidst the wild. There is a mountain in every mother, sturdy force of heart and mind. Shalom. Rabbi Dan.
Welcome to this Shabbat morning service. Please open your brown prayer books, your Sidurim, to page 140, 141. Zoe Francesco will lead us in singing this welcome into sanctuary.
Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael.
Again, Shabbat Shalom. That's your cue to say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. I'm Rabbi Dan Goldblatt, and I was supposed to be leading this service with all of you in the sanctuary. But unfortunately, I have contracted COVID this week, and am quarantined. COVID has thrown us many curveballs, but we've never attempted doing this before. Having me lead from my home office is a challenge we didn't know we could meet. We have given great thanks and appreciation for our tech director, Mark Garretts, for his efforts to make this happen. There will undoubtedly be a few blips, but we ask for your patience and understanding. Today is a very special day. During this Shabbat morning service, Hannah Troyanovsky will be called to the Torah as a bat mitzvah. Mazal tov to Hannah, her parents Lori and Boris, her brothers Benny and Jeremy, her grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends who've gathered with us in our sanctuary, and those who are streaming in virtually. In addition, tonight Jews all over the world begin our celebration of the Jewish holiday of Shavuot, the receiving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. This morning, we warm ourselves up by encountering Torah, as we always do on Shabbat. These technical challenges in no way dampen our excitement for this simcha, this celebration of the heart, as a young person embraces a powerful shift in identity that becoming a bat mitzvah involves. I want to remind you to turn off your phones. You won't be needing them during the service. Right now, I'd like to invite Hannah and her paternal grandparents, Ina and Alex, to come onto the bima for a very special Talmud presentation on this morning of Hannah's bat mitzvah. Boris will be helping with the microphone.
Testing.
Dear Hannah, our beautiful granddaughter Hanechka is Baba Derakovi. We are here today. We know your grandfather Joe, but you're very special to lead. And we are just honored to be here today to present it to you on behalf of all your grandparents. We're very proud of you. We love you so much. And we are blessed and fortunate and lucky, you name it, to be here today, to spend this special day with you. We love you, love you, love you, love you. Amen.
So Hannah, on the atara, the collar of your talit, is the blessing you will always say before you put on your talit. Before you say the blessing, take a look at your grandparents and look around the sanctuary. These visuals, these gifts will always be hard written into this blessing. So I invite you to say it right now.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehitate batzitzit.
Amen.
Amen. Mazel tov. Thank you. Grandparents can have a seat. Right now, we invite Hannah's brothers, Benny and Jeremy, to come up onto the bima to offer some very special blessings on this day of her Bat Mitzvah. Boris, we still need you.
Microphone. Yeah.
Could you hold it for them, Boris?
Hannah, I've waited a long time for this day to come. I've loved you ever since you came home for the first time and gave me gummy bears. Or at least that's what Mom and Dad tell me. It was amazing growing up with you and running around playing Pokemon Go or biking around Osage Circle. Even if when I try to wake up you, even when I try to wake you up for school in the morning, I sometimes get a kick to the nose. I'm so lucky to have you as a sister, and I look forward to a lifetime of adventures with you.
Amen.
Congratulations on coming of age and having your bat mitzvah, Hannah. I've always enjoyed the time we spent together and the moments we enjoyed together. I hope you have a fruitful life and accomplish your dreams. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. You were the best younger sister I could have asked for.
Amen. Thank you, guys. Okay. We are blessed today to have a member of our Chazanut group, Zoe Francesca, to help lead the service. Out of COVID caution, Zoe will be leading from off the bima. We are also blessed that Hannah's Uncle Mark will be participating with his guitar and vocals. Right now, I'd like to invite Hannah, her cousin Samantha, and Sean to come to the podium. We invite everyone to turn to number 8 on our additional tefillah page, or additional prayer sheet, for who there one, a blessing that prepares us to offer and receive blessings. Hannah will begin, and Zoe will lead the congregation in the response.
Baruch Hu,
Baruch Hu,
dear one,
dear one,
Shekhinah,
Shekhinah,
holy name,
holy name.
when I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu,
Baruch Hu,
dear one,
dear one,
Shekhinah,
Shekhinah,
holy name,
holy
We turn to page 247. Please rise.
Please rise for the Baruchu. Page 247.
Please have a seat. We ready ourselves for the Shema Yisrael. Zoe will lead us in a meditation called Open Up Our Eyes. After she finishes the first verse, we're going to invite our B'nai Mitzvah class to join Hannah. Hannah's going to take the mic and stand in front of the Aron, and you'll join her on either side. Please listen.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that all is one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that we are one.
Amen. So we now turn to page 277 for the Shema and V'ahavta. This is a central affirmation of our people. I'm going to ask Hannah to keep that mic right up to your mouth when you lead, and check in with your classmates, and lead us in this powerful prayer, followed by the V'ahavta, which teaches us how to affirm this oneness. It says V'ahavta, and you shall love. Hannah?
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malechuto Leolam Vaed, Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha Uvechol lavcha Uvechol nafshecha Uvechol meotecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele Asher Anohi mitzavecha Hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha V'dibarta bam ושבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Thank you. Your classmates can have a seat. Hannah, if you would go to the podium. We all turn to page 291. And Hannah and Zoe will lead us in this prayer. Mi chamocha, it's the third line from the top. We start with our nigun. Hi, la, 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 la.
Kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osei felech, nora tehilot, osei felech. Lai, 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 lai.
Beautiful. We now move to the last paragraph on 291. Hannah leads us in Sur Yisrael, Rock of Israel.
Sor Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, Uvdehinu meha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael, Go aleinu Adonai Tzebaot Shemo, Kiddush Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, Go all Yisrael.
Amen. Thank you, Hannah. You can have a seat with your mom and dad. We now turn to page 295. And this is the time for silent meditation. The Amidah begins on 295 and continues through 323. There are also guided meditations you can find the directions to in the italics at the top of the page. So all who are able, please rise. If you need to do this meditation seated, please listen to your bodies. We take a few minutes in silence. We listen to the prayers of our own hearts. When your meditation is complete, you may be seated. We'd like to invite cousins Lila and Sammy to join Hannah at the podium for our prayer for peace. Oseh Shalom. Uncle Mark will support on guitar and with vocals. Oseh Shalom is a prayer that has more meaning at a time when the war between Russia and Ukraine continues to rage on. We hold the people in those countries in our prayer and pray for peace around the world and in our own communities. Number 16 on our Tefillah page.
Say shalom b'roma, say shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. We ask you to invite your cousins to have a seat. We turn to page 38.3 as we ready ourselves to enter into the Torah service. Hannah will lead us with Ein Kamocha as we prepare to encounter Torah.
Ein kamocha ve'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein kamaseha malchut echal malchut kol olamim umemshotecha b'hol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim heitiva virtzoncha et Zion. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Ki livecha levad betachnu. Melech el ram v'nisa adon olamim.
Amen.
Amen.
We invite Hannah's paternal grandparents, Alex and Ina, come out to the beam. Please bring your prayer books with you. We invite Lori and Boris to come up. We ask you to line up and go towards the ark. Ellen, can you help them angle towards the ark? And we invite up friends Ezra and Jenny to come onto the bima to open the ark. Ellen, if you could guide them. As the ark is open, please rise in honor of the Torah. Come on up. Go right. Thank you. You can have a seat. You can have a seat. Yeah. We turn to the top of page 385. Zoe leads us in Vayehi bin Aaron.
Vayehi bin Aaron, Vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai, Ve'afutzu oivecha, Ve'yanusu misanecha, mipanecha. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ukemvar Adonai Yerushalayim. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael B'Kdushato.
So the Torah has passed L'dor Vador from generation to generation. And today, before we begin our celebration of the holiday of Shavuot, the receiving of the Torah, we invite Boris to pass the Torah to his daughter Hannah on this day of her bat mitzvah. Ellen, please help.
Avuvam Odeya, Odeya, Zehashan L'Adonai, Tzadikim Yavohu, Zehashan L'Adonai, Tzadikim Yavohu.
Boris, will you get the Torah a little bit more on Hannah's shoulder? There you go. And Boris, will you turn to page 393 for Hannah, as we all turn to 393. Hannah will now lead us in the Shema and the Echad, and we will sing back to her. She'll begin, we'll listen and sing back to her.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Turn towards the ark. Ellen, we take the Torah, place it on the table. We invite everyone to be seated. We close the ark. ready ourselves to encounter Torah. So if you could put your Sidurim underneath the chair in front of you, there's a slot for it, and you take out the Chumashim, the purple Torah texts, which will guide us into connection to Torah this morning. Today, we chant from the Torah from Sefer Vayikra, the book of Leviticus. The specific Torah portion is called the Chukotai, which means by my rules. This Torah portion, the final in the book of Leviticus, consists of strong directives regarding the importance of God's teachings. I had the privilege of studying this Torah portion with Hannah for the past several months, one-to-one, for 45 minutes each week. Hannah was challenged to consider what and how this might be meaningful to her. After Hannah chants from the Torah and sings out some verses from this week's Haftarah, the prophetic reading associated with this Torah portion, she will offer her own Dvar Torah, her own teaching, her own reflection and insights on what her encounter with this sacred story has meant to her. The reading today is broken up into 6 sections. Before each section, different people are honored by being called up to the Torah to offer and receive blessings. In addition to Hannah, her brother Jeremy will also chant from the Torah this morning. Whenever we encounter Torah, we pause to remember and honor all of our teachers, and in this case, Hannah's teachers. We especially express our appreciation for Hannah's 7th grade teacher, Maura Ellen, who has also worked with her, taught her trope, and will be our Gabbai today, will help assist on the Bima. The Torah portion begins on pages 640, 641. We're in chapter 26, verse 3. The first section will be chanted, as I said, by Hannah's brother Jeremy. Jeremy, come on up. For the first Aliyah, we call up Cousin Sophie, Tamod, Bashalea Bat David Rivka, Rishon. The first section is from the very beginning of this Torah portion and talks about the rewards, how it benefits us to live in obedience with God's spiritual directives. We invite you to open the Torah. Sophie, come and touch the Torah with the tzitzit. Come in front of the Torah. Jeremy, make space for your cousin. Please, Sophie, stand right in front of the Torah. And we close the Torah. Ellen, as Hannah intones the blessing. Sophie, excuse me.
Baruch Adonai Hamelech Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamelech Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Ellen, will you move either hold the handheld mic or move the mics closer for Jeremy?
Amen.
Ubechukotai telehu ve'et mitzvotai tishmeru va'asitem otam v'natati gishmechem be'itam v'natana ha'aretz yivula ve'et hasadeh yitain piro v'hisik lachem dayish et batzir uvatzir yasik et zara v'achaltem lachmehem v'azva v'shavtem lavetach be'artechem.
Well done. Sophie, we invite you to come over and touch your seat to the place. You close the Torah. Sophie, standing in front of the Torah, please offer the blessing following the chanting. You stand right in the center near the mic, Sophie.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Thank you, Sophie. We move on to the second Aliyah. We thank Jeremy. We call up Hannah. It's the passing of the Yad. For the second Aliyah, we call up Uncle Mark, Yamod, Michael Simcha, Ben Yosef Ber Carmela, Sheni. We continue on page 640, 641, verse 6. We continue with these benefits from living a life in connection with the Torah. Please close the Torah before Mark offers his blessing. Mark, stand right in the center, please.
Baruch et Adonai HaMvorach.
Baruch Adonai Mavrach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bakar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torto. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hannah, pick the Yad. Again, we're at verse 6.
Amen. V'natati shalom ba'aretz ushchavtem ve'ein macharid v'ishpati haya ra min haaretz v'cherev lo te'avor ba'artechem ordaftem et oivechem v'naflu lifnechem lacherev ordafu mikem hamisha mea umea mikem rivava yirdofu v'naflu oivechem lifnechem lacherev.
Well done. Touch the Torah mark. And we close the Torah. Take your place in front of it, please, for the blessing following.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Thank you, Uncle Mark. For the third Aliyah, we call up Brother Jeremy Amod, Yonatan Michael, Ben Ita Barucha, Shlishi. Open up the Torah, please. There you go. Let's close the Torah. Holding the Torah, Jeremy. We invite you to offer the blessing.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan bahar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
Amen. Hannah continues chanting with verse 9, still on pages 640, 641.
Amen. Ufaniti alechem. V'hifreiti eschem. V'hirbeti eschem. V'hakimoti et briti itchem. V'alchtem yashan noshan v'yashan. Mipnei hadash totziu. V'natati mishkani b'tochachem. V'lo tegal nafshi etchem.
Well done, Hannah. Please close the Torah. Your blessing continues, Jeremy.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
Amen. Thank you, Jeremy. You can give your sister a hug. For the fourth Aliyah, we call up Brother Benny and paternal grandparents Alex and Ina, Yamdu, Binyamin Shmuel, Ben Ita Brucha, Ben Moshe Baruch, Vesata Vesata, Revi'i. Place. Invite you to take your tzitzit, touch it to the Torah. Then you can show your grandparents. That's fine. That's fine. You can close the Torah. Then if you could stand in front of the Torah. Ellen, help them to get near the mic. Okay, Benny, will you lead your grandparents in the blessing?
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
Amen. Hannah, slide in. You can stay near the Torah as Hannah chants. She continues with verse 12. 640, 641.
Amen. V'hitalachti b'tochachem, v'hayiti lachem, le'elohim vatem, tahayu li le'am.
Ani.
Oh, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim. Oh, miot lachem avdim ve'eshbor motol dulechem ve'olech etchem kome miyud v'tam lari. Oh, ve'im lo tishma'u li v'lo te'asu et kol hamitzot ha'eleh.
Well done, Hannah. Let your brother and grandparents come touch the Torah. Benny? Alex and Ina, you can touch the Torah. Your talit. Then your blessing continues.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'hayei olam natan betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, notein haTorah.
Amen. Give Hannah a hug. Thank you. Have a seat. For the fifth Aliyah, we call up the proud parents, Boris and Lori. Yamdu, Barucha bat Yosef of Carmela, Moshe Baruch ben Ina ve'Alex Chamishi. Stand in front.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Notein HaTorah.
Amen. Hannah continues chanting with verse 15, 4 lines from the bottom on 640, 641.
Amen. Ve'im behukotai timosu, ve'im et mizpotai, tigal nafshechem, levilti asat, et kol mitzotai, lahavarachem, et briti, afani, esizot lachem, v'hivkati alechem bahala, et hashahefet, vet hakadachat, machlot einayim, umdevo nafesh, utrotem larik, zarechem, vachluhu oivechem, vinatati v'nai vachem, vinifgadtem lifnei oivechem, viradu vachem, sonechem, vinaztem, ve'ein rodev etchem.
Well done. Boris, Lori, please. Stand in front of the Torah. Slide in front of the Torah for your blessing. Follow the Torah.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Notein HaTorah.
Amen. Then we invite Hannah to have a seat. We invite you to sit, Hannah, because when we call someone up for an aliyah, there is a physical ascent to the Torah. So at this moment, we invite you to come up to officially become a bat mitzvah. And so we say, Tamod habachura bat mitzvah Chana Emily bat Ita Baruch Moshe Baruch. We call up the bat mitzvah Hannah Troyanovsky. We invite you to turn to page 642, 643, verse 18. But before Hannah chants her final section, she will offer this bracha, and in doing so, she officially becomes a bat mitzvah. Hannah, we invite you to put your both hands on the Atzei Chaim, on the Torah scroll, because the last line of your blessing, you will lift up the Torah to acknowledge your connection. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'omim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Ve'im adela lo tishmu li v'safti le'asra etchem sheva al hatotechem v'shavarti et gon uzechem v'natati et shemechem kavart zel ve'et artechem kanahusha v'tam larik kochachem v'lo titein artechem et yubula ve'et ha'aret lo yitain hero.
Well done. Come, put your hands on the Torah for the blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'toheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah. Amen.
Hannah, I'd like you to come over so you can look, have a view of the screen for this blessing. Normally I would be standing next to you. So we say, may the one who blessed our ancestor, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless you, Chana, Emily, Batita, Baruch, Moshe, Baruch, Hannah, Troyanovsky, who has come up for an aliyah upon reaching the age of Mitzvah. May the Infinite One guard you and protect you, guide you to a life of giving and sharing. May you always remember who you are and where you came from, and that you are loved. Amen.
Amen.
So while the Torah is still out, we offer our prayer for healing. Zoe will lead us in the Misha Berach. It's number 15 on our additional laminated sheet. Before Zoe begins, we always invite people to take a moment, consider who we want to wrap this prayer for healing around. Who in our lives are in need of healing at this moment? And if they aren't in the sanctuary today, the next time we see them, let's let them know that they were in prayer of our community this morning. For all those in need of healing.
Avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us to find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. Amen. Troyanovsky had honored me to lift the Torah, so I'm going to do that virtually. Consider that we hold up the Torah to remind everyone that the Torah is here for all of us, available to all of us. So now we call up cousins Ashley and Josh to dress the Torah. Yamdu, B'nai Kodim, Glila. While the Torah is being dressed, we sing Hashivenu number 1 on our additional prayer page. We begin with Hai-la-la-la-la, Zoe.
Hai-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, hai-la-la-la, hai-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, hai-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, hai-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, Hashivenu Adonai Elecha V'nashuva Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem. Hai la 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 la, hai la la la, hai la 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 la, hai la 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 la, hai la 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 la, hai la 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 la.
Thank you. Now it's time for Hannah to sing out some verses from today's Haftarah, which comes to us from the prophet Jeremiah, who offers solace to our people. The last verse of this Haftarah includes the words, "Heal me, O God, and I shall be healed." The Haftarah is in our purple Chumashim, can be found on pages 1180, 81. And Hannah will begin with verse 12, but first she will offer the blessing for the Haftarah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nviim tovim v'ratzav v'divreihem hana emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah u'v'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo u'v'nviei ha'emet v'tzedek.
Amen. Hannah will chant verses 12 through 14 at the bottom of page 1180.
Kisei chavod marom merishon makom mikdashenu mikvei Yisrael Adonai kol ozvecha yevoshu v'isurei ba'aretz yikotevu ki azvu mikor mayim hayim et Adonai hoshieni re'erafei Adonai ve'erafei hoshieni ve'rashea ki hatilati ata.
Well done, Hannah. Now the blessing following up chanting the Haftarah. Stand right in front of the mic, please, Hannah.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Sor Kol Olamim, Sadiq B'Hol Hadarot, Ha'el HaNe'eman, HaOmer V'Oseh, Hamdaber Unkayim, Shekol Devarav, Emet V'Tzedek. Al HaTorah, V'al Hovdah, V'al HaNevi'im, V'al Yom HaShabbat Hazeh, Shenantan Telanu, Adonai Eloheinu, L'Kedusha V'Limnuha, L'Kavod Otivaret. Al HaKol, Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu Modim La, Umvarechim Ota, Yiparashimecha, Befi Kol Hai Tamid Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Ata Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Can I stay up? Ellen, will you now take the Torah? Please, everyone rise as Ellen puts the Torah back into the Aron, into the Ark. We turn to page 441. Zoe will lead us in Eitz Chaim E, third line from the top.
Eitz
Not yet.
Chaim.
Right. Go ahead.
Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomcheha neusha dareha darchei noam v'chol netivotecha Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Kadesh Yameinu Kadesh Yameinu
Ellen, please close the ark. Now it's time. Everyone can be seated. And it's time now for Hannah's Var Torah, her own reflection on what this Torah portion has meant to her. Please listen carefully.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Everyone has good and bad things happen in their lives. It is a normal part of living. But have we ever sat down and wondered why? Why are these things happening to us? If we have been nothing but nice to other people, why in return would we have bad things happen to us? Well, what if I told you it's how we react to these changes that matters? My Torah portion is about curses and blessings, and what it means to experience them. How are we going to respond to these changes in our lives? Excuse me. Now, I'm going to be honest. I haven't always been optimistic when bad things have happened to me. I got my optimism from my grandfather, who always saw who always saw the glass half full and never half empty. My grandfather always said to go with the flow, which was his way of saying to find the silver lining. When my grandfather died, I found myself seeing the glass half empty more than half full. In other words, I became more pessimistic. But standing here today, before all of my family and friends, I realize how blessed I am. To be standing here healthy and surrounded by all the people who care enough to come and celebrate this day with me, how could I not be joyful? This still begs the question, why? Why do bad things happen to those who have done nothing wrong? To put this answer simply, I don't know, and I never will, which is why I have to live life with always seeing the good in things. It's the only way to learn to live a happy one. Because we don't know why. It can never be in our understanding. which is why we have to see the glass of our life as half full and not half empty. It is the only way to live a happy life. My grandfather dying felt like a horrid curse that nothing could heal. But in all honesty, my grandfather being in my life at all was an amazing blessing. See what I just did there? I took something that was awful in my life and saw the silver lining to it, just like my grandfather would. Since my grandfather was so optimistic, it seems only right to talk about something that brings me joy in order to honor his memory. Something that is a blessing to me is the world of theater and acting. When I act, I don't only get to experience being a character, I get to openly present a part of myself, to be able to experience other sides of myself and live in the moment without being judged. That's what acting is to me. Of course, not everything about acting is perfect. Obviously, I have to work with people I don't connect with, directors I can find irritating, and choreography I may not like. But there's always one thing I love, my character. Getting any character is amazing to me because each and every character lets me experience where my life could lead, and some of them even let me experience the deeper sides of myself in the present. Another aspect of my life that is a blessing are the people that surround me. I can only be at my happiest when I'm surrounded by friends and family, which is why in which I have strong connections to. Being with people I deeply care for is one of my main sources of happiness. People are the most important thing of all to me, which is why I couldn't be happier standing right where I am here today. My extroverted personality often presents me with a few bumps in the road. I mean, I just spoke about how being around friends and family is the most euphoric I can feel, which is why quarantine felt as though I'd been smacked in the face. It was basically my worst nightmare. During COVID, I wished that being around friends and family wasn't what made me happy, but now that I can go to school, I couldn't be happier. Socializing with people is what makes me tick. It's like pouring a liquid into an empty glass, filling it up, giving it a purpose. It's a feeling I missed during quarantine. Some things have stuck with me even after quarantine. There have always been certain activities that I've enjoyed doing, one of which is my enjoyment of reading and writing. My ability to simultaneously understand both. For example, I have always enjoyed fantasy and transporting myself into another world. The mysticality of fantasy intrigues me to the max. The blessing is my general gift for these subjects and being able to enjoy them. Now, I'd like to talk about what being a bat mitzvah means to me. Being a bat mitzvah is if I've opened my arms to the future. It means that I am ready to move on with my life, to keep going forward, and to never hide who I am, to never look too far into the past or to worry about my future, to enjoy the moments I'm experiencing now, to accept not only myself, but my Jewish identity with open arms. Today, I take pride in being part of the Jewish people, not only as an individual, but as a community. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Simen Tov,
Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simen Tov. Simen Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simen Tov. Simen Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simen Tov. Yehelanu, 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 Uvato Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Uvato Yisrael. Simen Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simen Tov. Simen Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simen Tov. Simen Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simen Tov. Yehelanu.
Mazel Tov. We now invite Sarah Kiratov, our greeter today, to come onto the bima, along with Mora Ellen. Sarah will offer some words on behalf of our Beth Chaim Brotherhood and Sisterhood, and Ellen will show off the gifts from these very special organizations to Hannah this day of her bat mitzvah. Could you hand her the handheld mic, Ellen? Could you hand Sarah the handheld mic on the Amud? There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
You have to hold it right up to your mouth, Sarah.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay. On behalf of the Brotherhood and Sisterhood of Beth Chaim, we wish you Mazel Tov and offer you this Kiddush cup. Switch boxes. Okay. We hope that you will drink from this cup to sweeten your Shabbat and that it be a part of celebrating many sweet moments to come. We hope that whenever you... Oh, switch boxes. We hope that whenever you use these candlesticks to welcome Shabbat, that you will be warmed by the light that you have claimed as yours today. Mazel Tov. We're so proud of you, Hannah.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah, Ellen. Hannah, I'd like now to have you look at the screen, because normally I would be standing right next to you. Hannah, this is my blessing to... First of all, I want to say, I simply loved your bar.
Thank you.
You write with so much insight and wisdom, way beyond your age. As part of your preparation, we read the book by Rabbi Harold Kushner called When Bad Things Happen to Good People. You got it right away. You understood the challenge in this life is not to avoid experiences that are unpleasant or difficult. That simply is not possible. The challenge is to understand that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. You are blessed to have had a wonderful relationship with your maternal grandfather, who is a man of substance, and have a wonderful relationship with your paternal grandparents. What a blessing. Hannah, I was a professional theater director for a number of years, and what you said about what draws you to acting is profound. You've been such a pleasure to work with. Today, we celebrate who you are becoming. I'm so excited to see who you become. Who you are becoming. You are a blessing to all who know you. You are blessed. Traditionally, I would give you the threefold blessing of peace, hands-on. Today I cannot. I will send you this blessing across the virtual world. And I ask everyone here to participate in this blessing with the words, Kenya Hiratzon, which means so may it be. You'll offer this after each of the three blessings. Hannah, please take a moment to tune into this blessing. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha
Ken Yehi Ratzon
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha
Ken Yehi Ratzon
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom,
Ken Yehi Ratzon,
which means, may the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide with you. May God's presence illuminate your heart, now and forevermore.
Amen.
Now I'd like to invite your parents to come out to the bima, take hold of the handheld mic, and offer you their sweet parental blessings on this day of your bat mitzvah. You can get a little closer, Hannah.
My dearest Hannah, I am so blessed to have you as my daughter. As you've learned today, in front of all your friends and family, life is unpredictable, and things don't always happen the way you imagine. Along with a lifetime of wonderful and heartwarming moments, there will be some difficult ones. Trust your own inner strength to carry you through the rough patches and find meaning in the struggle. Your speech today really embraced this idea of finding the blessings in your life, even when they sometimes seem hidden. If you can handle difficult situations like you managed today, I know you will become an incredible young woman and accomplish great things in your life. I wish Grandma and Grandpa could be here today to witness this very special day. They would have been so proud of you and all that you have accomplished. Your grandfather's last mitzvah was to buy you this beautiful talit and to present it to you with a blessing so you could continue the traditions that he held so dear in his heart. I hope that you can continue to embrace your culture and stay connected to your community. I look forward to the day you share these traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation with your very own family. Even though the past few years have made studying for your bat mitzvah more challenging, you never wavered in your commitment to the process. You continue to respect and take pride in your heritage. I am so proud of how well you have prepared for today, chanting so beautifully and confidently. I'm proud of the wonderful young woman you've become. I hope you will continue to share your outgoing spirit, warm heart, and your generous nature with those around you. Use your kindness to continue helping others and find a meaningful career, one that utilizes all these strengths to make a difference in the world. Your dad and I are always here for you, and we know you will find your own path in life with confidence, strength, and much love. I am honored to be your mom. I love you to the moon and back. All the stars in the sky.
Amen.
Amen.
Hannah, I'm so proud of the great job you did today, and I'm so proud of how hard you worked to prepare for your bat mitzvah. You've grown so much over these last few years, and they've gone by so fast. It seems as though just yesterday you were giving speeches at your brother's bar mitzvahs, and you were just a little girl, and now here we are at your bat mitzvah, and according to the traditions of the Jewish faith, you are now a woman. Your brother interviewed me for a school project last weekend and asked me what success in life meant to me. And I told him that for me, the ultimate measure of success was to have a loving, happy family. When I was growing up, my maternal grandmother, Baba's mom, was the person who was the center of our family. She was very attached to the Jewish faith and the Jewish customs. She made sure we all came together for the holidays. She was an amazingly loving person, and she filled my life with joy and unconditional love. Her name was Hannah. And for as long as I can remember, I always wanted to have a family of my own, filled with the kind of joy and love that I grew up with. I wanted to someday have my own children. And I'd always dreamed that I would have a daughter, and I'd always dreamed that her name would be Hannah, in honor of my grandmother. So when I met Mom, and when we started talking about starting a family, long before we were married and long before you and your brothers were born, the first thing I mentioned to her was that my dream in life was to have a daughter and for her name to be Hannah. Mom and I have had many, many happy days since then, too many to count, but I can't think of any that were happier than the day we drove home from the doctor's office, with Mom frozen in the passenger seat as she stared at your ultrasound picture, motionless. The doctor had placed a little arrow pointed to you inside Mom's belly. That's and he labeled that arrow as girl. I finally had my Hannah, and in the many years since then, it's been such a joy to be with you and to watch you grow. It's been more wonderful than I could have ever imagined. Your maternal grandparents, Grandma and Grandpa, are no longer with us. This day was something they always talked about, and I know they're here with us in spirit. You brought an incredible amount of happiness into their lives, and they loved you very much, and we're fortunate to have had so many great memories of them. Before he passed away, Grandpa bought you the tallit that you're wearing right now, which was handed to you by your paternal grandparents, Baba and Deda, earlier today. It warms my heart to see the close relationship you've always had with all of your grandparents, with Baba and Deda now, and with Grandma and Grandpa for so many years when they were still with us. I looked at you Thursday during our rehearsal, and I couldn't believe how tall you suddenly were and how fast you were growing. Your brothers have had their bar mitzvahs, and now you've had your bar mitzvah. You're on your way to being an adult and choosing your own dreams and living them. My dream of a happy family of my own has been fulfilled. Hannah, Mom, and I love you very much. We wish you joy and happiness and success in whatever you do. You are and always will be our baby girl. No matter how tall you become, no matter how many times you beat me in swimming, no matter how many years go by, you'll always be my baby cobra, and I'll always be your daddy hedgehog. I love you.
Amen.
Amen.
Hannah, you can now escort your parents down to your seats. Beautiful blessings. Even in moments of great celebrations like this, we pause to remember loved ones who are no longer alive. I'd like to ask anyone who's in the first year of mourning a close loved one to please rise to honor their memories. Anyone who is observing a yard site, the anniversary of the death of a loved one sometime this week, is invited to rise as well. And anyone else who feels the need to stand for the mourner's kaddish is invited to do so. In addition to all these, we include in this kaddish, which we can find on page 451, Grandpa Joe, Grandma Carmen, and Uncle Steve Drabkin. For all these, we say, Zichronam Libracha, may their memories forever be a blessing. And we offer this kaddish on their behalf. Yikadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabbah, Yamad Yivrach Chutei, Yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechon, Yomechon, B'chayei Echol Beit Yisrael, Ba'adalav Bizman Kariv, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Barach, V'olam Yomei Maya, Yiparach, V'yishtabach, V'yipar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yithalal, Shemei Kedusha, B'richu. Le'elam kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata nechemata, da'amiran v'almad v'mru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba v'shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'mru. Amen. Oseh shalom v'ramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei teitel v'mru. Amen. Zecher, 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 Tzadikim Livracha, Livracha, may their memories bless our days, bless our days. I'd like to now invite Hannah to come back onto the bima with her seventh grade classmates. Guess they're now eighth graders. And I'd like to invite Uncle Mark to come up. Hannah, if you could bring the Kiddush cup and the challah towards the podium. We turn to page 465. And Hannah will offer the Borei Pri Hagafen, and in a little while, people will be offered the wine and challah. Hannah?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Amen.
Take a little sip. Somebody hold the cup.
Interesting.
And bring up the challah. You can just bring up the... Yeah. And if you could offer the motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Take a little bit. Put the challah down. We turn to number 10 on our Tefillah page. We close this beautiful service with a prayer for peace, a prayer of hope. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Uncle Mark.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam.
Shabbat Shalom.